This is Unity, Joy of Life. I'm Nancy Norman, and this is your weekly wisdom. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we're living our fears. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we're living our fears. That quote came from Les Brown. How many of us have missed out on some wonderful opportunities because of fear? I think that most of us would have to say that at some point in our life that fear took over and we have missed out on some opportunities. I love the story of Alan Cohen and his first book and how it came to be. Alan had lived most of his life in fear. And then he found out that there was a power for good in the universe, and that he could use that power. That power for good was God. Alan wrote about what we can do to overturn and overcome fear-based ideas in his first book called The Dragon Doesn't Live Here Anymore. He borrowed $5,000, found a publisher, gave the publisher his manuscript, the borrowed $5,000, signed the contract, and as Alan was about to leave, the publisher said, "You know, they say that a writer doesn't start making any money until he has published his third book." Alan didn't miss a beat. He said, "Oh, really? Well, that's not true for me. You see, God is my agent." Alan was not going to buy into other people's fears and doubts. He never wavered. It takes courage to stand firm in faith. It is said that courage has genius, magic, and power in it. When all fear is wiped out, we live magical lives. Alan went on to sell millions of that book, that first book, The Dragon Doesn't Live Here Anymore. And then he continued to write books that have given confidence and courage and life lessons to many. All that we desire or require is on our pathway. We need to remember that. All that we desire or require is already on our pathway. We need to remember that we are guided by divine wisdom, prospered by divine love, and have been supplied with everything we need to succeed in mighty ways. So, face the fear and do it anyway. The rewards are great. The rewards are great. All that we desire or require is already on our pathway. So face the fear and do it anyway. God bless you and have a wonderful, wonderful week.